We have about 10 seconds left on warm-ups, and then we'll get started. Carshield is playing Okanagan Hockey Club, OHC. They're out of Colorado. Carshield will be in the ice gray jerseys. They are the home team today. We're getting started a little late. The game before us ran over a bit. There was a number of players on each team who did not get along with each other, so there was a lot of penalties in that game. But we'll get started here in just a moment. Carshield's coming off 2 wins yesterday, 2-1 win against Carolina and a 4-2 win against Phoenix. 15 minutes is on the clock for this first period. Carshield will play this afternoon against the Junior Ducks as well. And then we will find out later tonight when games are tomorrow. We will update that on the Facebook page. Skaters heading over to the bench. Officials making sure the nets are ready. And we will get started. The Glacier Ice Arena does have nice heaters in it, so it is not too bad sitting in the stands. Looks like the Kaiser line has skated out. Miller and Springer with Lacoste and Schrader. And Hudson is in the net. Again, Hudson sports the black pads. Blue highlights. Looks nice in that Carshield blue. And we're getting ready to get started here. Kaiser will be on the face-off. Carshield going from your right to left. Face-off went back by OHC. Play D to D and come up the other side. Kaiser breaks up the pass, then it hits a skate and goes in the zone. Shot on Hudson early. Hudson parries it to the corner. Schrader breaks out to Springer. Springer to Miller. Puck off Miller's stick down low. They're waving off icing early. Miller finishes his hit. Does a nice job. Puck gets separated. Goes to Springer in front, but a stick breaks that up, and OHC comes out the other side. Schrader turns, skates with his man to the corner, keeps him against the wall. Miller over to support. Miller turns, sidesteps the hit, plays it back around the other side to Springer. Springer to the boards, pulls it off the boards. Now pushes it back on. Puck squirts out to the dot. Kaiser's stick got under an arm, but he let go of it, so no hook there. OHC gets the zone again. On the right-hand side, a soft push of the puck in behind the net. Schrader sauces out to center ice. Berryman after it as the rest of the lines change. Pitcher and Fisher hop on up top with Peters and Bilger at D. Fisher with good pressure in the forechecking offensive zone. Still pressure. And OHC breaks out on the left-hand side. The skate up the far boards, dump it in. Bilger in after it. Fisher bumps the man down low. OHC gathers, passes out to the point. Shot from the point, hits one of his teammates. And Fisher gathers, slows down. Gathers the puck, finds Pitcher. Pitcher pops it through. Goalie poke checks. Berryman can't quite get it. And OHC recovers in the circle, circles back around their net, and heads out the near side. Player stick handles through the zone. Shoots wide. Gathered on the far side. Bilger separates man from puck. Or skater from puck, I think, in some cases today. Pass up to Pitcher through the neutral zone. Pitcher has a step on his man wide. Gets run into the boards. He stays up. The man hit him, goes down. Puck played into Stanley skates. Pitcher still has. Drops to Berryman. Berryman out to the point to Rawls. Rawls to Pickering. Pickering straight on, hits a shot, parried to the side by the blocker of the goalie. Rawls plays it around deep. Pitcher in after it. Pickering keeps it in, plays it cross ice. OHC gathers and plays it high off the boards to Rawls. Puck goes in the other zone. Another change for Carshield as the Stanley line comes out. Schultz gathers the puck, goes around the back of the zone. Out to Flogger. Flogger chips, but it doesn't get out of the zone. Still works at it. Now it gets out. Flogger gathers, pushes it forward. OHC gathers, chips it back up the ice to Rawls. Rawls chips. Puck is loose. Pickering gathers. Pickering behind Stanley. And that puck is going to go down for icing. Lacoste and Schrader hop on at D. Stanley, Flogger, Schultz stay out. Stanley heads to the faceoff dot. Like typically happens, they have to find the right faceoff dot. Faceoff kind of killed there. Puck goes past the D-man. Schultz on a break, but can't quite reach the puck. The D-man gets there. Schroeder gathers. Schultz again pushes forward. Two men were there, and he can't quit past them. Flogger separates man from puck. Over to Schroeder. Schroeder up to Schultz. Schultz tips it in. Stanley in after it. OHC circles behind their net. Over to the boards. Schultz pops his man. Over to Schroeder. To Lacoste. Lacoste chips it up. Flogger was there, but Schultz gathers. Puck goes against the board. Flogger there. Lacoste there. Lacoste keeps it in nicely. Still battling right in front of the blue line. Lacoste and Flogger there. Puck goes forward to Flogger to Schultz. Schultz shoots. Blocker save. Had the high corner picked out. The goalie got the blocker over there. Puck still behind the net. Schultz separates. It gets a penalty. Not sure what that was, except he hit a little kid. That should have just been a check. There are some disagreements from the crowd. I would agree with that. The man had the puck. He put him in the wall. The little kid fell down, and they called a penalty. But either way, Carshield goes on the penalty kill. Guess we know how they're going to call things today. Simpson on with pitcher. Peters and Bilger out. Puck D to D. Simpson breaks it up. Puck squirts forward. Weak shot wide. Bilger over. Puck out to the point. Wide of the circle. Puck goes low off a skate. Stays kind of to the wide of the goal. AOHC skates with a weak shot on goal. Hudson had that. Nice pass up to the point. Goes around Simpson. OHC gathers. Goes D to D across. Pitcher breaks that up. Simpson gathers. And pitcher is off on a short-handed break. Pitcher gathers, shoots. Oh, a glove save. Goalie has no idea where it is. And that was a nice play on the penalty kill. Pitcher couldn't get the puck to settle. It was up on end. Got a nice shot off high, but the goalie made a nice save. Bilger breaks that up at the blue line. Skater breaks in, falls down. No call there because he fell down. That puck comes out to the blue line on a change, goes into the corner. 55 seconds still left on the penalty kill. Puck played behind the net. Springer now on with Kaiser. OHC sauces to the point. Shot goes through right into Hudson's glove. 41 seconds left on the penalty kill. Carshield's doing a good job of keeping most players outside. Pickering hops on with Rawls. Springer, Kaiser stay out there. Puck one and left, kind of in the circle, still battling for it. Puck comes out to the slot. Springer forces it wide. Slot, shot to the slot, hits Rawls. They battle for it, and OHC shoots wide. That puck got deflected in front. It just sat there. OHC playing it along the boards, comes off in the circle. Pass low, shot off the side of the net. Guy was open on the back post. Another shot right from the slot, and Hudson makes an amazing glove arm save and then falls on the puck. OHC player got loose in the circle near the goal. Shot high, Hudson grabbed it. 7 seconds left in the penalty kill, 8:48 left in the period. Still 0-0. Fisher out with Simpson. Simpson breaks that up, tops the speed. Puck goes behind, goes the other way. Penalty is over. Larrigan hops on, steals the puck at the blue line. Just can't get it through the man who goes down on his knees to block the pass. OHC dumps it in. Pickering rolls. Fisher, Simpson, Larrigan out. That was the same play, but no penalty there. Pass goes over to Larrigan. Larrigan loses an edge and goes down. Fisher there. Fisher takes the man. Puck stays. Still battling. Puck goes back into our offensive zone. OHC plays point to point. Flies to play deep. Simpson steals. Larrigan gathers. Larrigan and Simpson kicked in by OHC, but they still call offside. So 7:58 left here in the first. The Stanley line comes back. Stanley on the faceoff. Pushes forward. Flogger gathers. Toe drags. Kind of gets bumped as his arms were in the air, and OHC gathers. Plays it up the wall, past Lacasse, so they're going to wave it off. Schrader back behind the net. Puck on end again, bouncing badly behind the goal. Schrader plays it up into skates. Stanley there. Flogger stands his man up. Kind of gets the worst for wear. Schultz comes out with it and goes forward wide left. Puts his shoulder down. Shoots high off the crossbar. He had the far corner and just popped the crossbar. OHC goes the other way. Blaine backing a little bit. Looked like he was going to have a nice Bouwmeester-esque hip check there, but the puck went past him. Schultz gathers, grabs the puck, head up, finds Flogger breaking out of the zone. Flogger one-on-one. Support coming. Flogger gets pushed out in the boards, and we're going to get a penalty call. Flogger pushed from behind, head first in the boards. He pops up, looks around. Well, he hasn't popped up. That was Lacasse. Flogger is still down a little bit. Coach comes out to check on him. Coach sends Brownie because it's his kid and he doesn't. They might have different views here, but Brownie heads over to chat with Jack. Officials talking about the call here. Reminder, we do have 2-minute penalties in this tournament, so Carshield will have 2 minutes on the clock. Fisher, Berryman, pitcher out with Peters right now, and then a whole bunch of people at the boards. Jack Flogger skates back off the ice. Coaches have a little conversation with the officials. Only one person in the box right now, so that would indicate that it's just a 2-minute penalty. Coach still discussing the angles that were taken in that hit. And the officials skate away. Still just one person in the box. So a 2-minute penalty. Pickering Peters out. Flop sides. Fisher, Berryman, pitcher. And the puck played out to Pickering. Pickering hacks at it forward. Goes past Berryman. OKC tries to clear, but Fisher intercepts. And then they try and clear again. And Pickering just tips it wide. And Peters back to gather. Peters circles with Pickering over to Fisher. Fisher to Berryman. OKC player lost an edge, so we got a little break here. 5-on-3. Berryman takes it in, stops, pulls back, flips over to Pickering, but it goes over his stick. Pickering loses an edge. Player breaks in. Pickering will catch him. Nice strides by Pickering, and he's going to go the other way. Pickering striding up to pitcher to Fisher. Fisher goes wide on his backhand, stops, resets, waits for some help. Stick handles, gets interfered with. Pickering pushes it forward. Pickering just reaches in and grabs the puck. Circles, drops it to himself. Puck gets loose and pitcher goes in to grab it. Pitcher plays it backward. Puck goes to Pickering as he's going for a change. He makes tries a long pass and it gets intercepted. Pickering at the end of a long shift separates his man. Lacoste grabs it. Lacoste slows. Enough for Pickering to get for a change. Pass up to Pitcher. Pitcher sidesteps the man coming off the bench. Puck's off his stick. Pushed back in. 27 seconds left on our power play. Yet to get anything going here. Schrader rims it around to Berryman. Berryman gathers, head up, starts taking strides and moving forward. Berryman goes left, wide to the boards, tries to dump it in, gathers the puck back, goes wide to Springer. Springer's wide open. Springer looks for Kaiser, and no one's at the point because there was another change. And OHC gathers, shoots in wide. Lacoste has time, head up, and the penalty is over. Miller on, Springer, Kaiser, Schrader, and Lacoste. Schrader with a nice turn to Lacoste, to Miller. Miller, pass gets broken up. No angle given. Hudson with a nice save. Puck gets played behind the goal. Puck gets rimmed around again. To the point. Miller comes out to the point. Puck goes wide. Goes to the wide board. Springer after it. Springer gathers, but the puck slides away. Back behind the goal. Lacoste loses an edge. Gathers the puck to a corner. Does a nice job there. Just able to move the puck away from the OHC player. Puck goes around behind the goal, over to Springer on the far board. Springer uses his body, gets the line, plays it out off his stick. Miller grabs. Miller takes it in. Miller shoots. Either wide or a blocker save. Had a good shot there from the dot. Springer gathers. Pumps it into Miller. Miller's going forward again. Miller has Kaiser. Pass, shot, saved by OHC goalie. Kaiser was alone in the slot. Goalie made a nice save. Puck out to Peters. Peters rips wide looking for a tip. He got it from Springer's leg, but it went wide. And the puck is played down, and arm is up for icing. No, they wave it off. Peters breaks out to Bilger. Bilger up to Simpson. Simpson chips at it. Simpson out there with Berryman and Larrigan. Puck goes wide. Larrigan over, puts a stick in. Peters gathers, head up. Puck goes high out of the zone, over Larrigan, and back in. Puck gets rimmed around. Hudson gets a piece of it, enough for Bilger to gather. Bilger knew the hit was coming and just played the puck a little forward. Simpson in, breaks that play up. Puck is on the far boards, up to their D-man. D-man scrapes to the front. Shot gets blocked, goes to the far corner. D-man turns. Still low, they're cycling. And Berryman doesn't have a stick, so he's just out trying to kick and block things. Shot goes. Larrigan loses his stick. So Larrigan gets his stick back. OHC shoots low. Simpson with the skate. Blocks it wide. Peters puts his man into the wall, trying to separate. Puck goes behind the net. Peters tries to break out. Just breaks it out down the center of the ice. We had one player without a stick. The other one had lost their stick and were able to gather it, and they go for a change. 2:27 left in the first. Stanley line hops back out with Pickering and Rawls. Faceoff will be in our defensive zone to Hudson's right. Stanley loses that, goes out to the D-man. D-man plays with it a little bit and then dumps it in. Pickering, like he often does, steps up and wins the puck. He's just going to go forward. Out to Springer's on this line, so no flogger. So Stanley, Springer, Schultz. Stanley gathers out to Rawls. Rawls circles. Puck is taken off his stick. Pickering's back. Shot off the net. Pickering gathers to the corner. Puck goes low to Rawls. Rawls plays it up the boards to Springer. Puck goes behind the net to Pickering. Pickering head up. Bangs it off the wall. Puck hops out. Schultz after it. Schultz still after it. Forces a man to Stanley. Stanley collects. Puck gets broken up. Springer after it. Puck goes wide off the boards hard. Right to Pickering. Pickering to Schultz. Schultz flips, tries to flip in. Hit a D-man. Stanley crossed the line, and then the puck finally went in. So that'll be a face-off for offsides, and the forwards go to switch. Fisher line hops back on. Lacasse and Schrader on D. Looks like Jack Flogger's still sitting down on the bench. Fisher with the steal of the shot and a goal. Fisher went high glove. Walked in off the face-off. And a nice shot. Goalie was unable to stop it. That is 1-0 Carshield. Fisher's been doing a lot of good work in each of our games, a lot of hard defensive center work, and it's good to get his hard work rewarded with a nice goal there. Fisher back to the faceoff dot, wins the faceoff back to Lacasse. Lacasse gathers the zone, plays it deep. Pitcher in after it. Fisher steals on his knees. Oh! Comes out to Lacasse. Lacasse shoots, hits a player. Pitcher brings it down. Pitcher pushes a guy into the boards. Puck comes out. And it's played out to the point. Schrader there, puts it back in low. Save. Pitcher gathers. Kind of tries to whip it around, and it goes behind the net. Pass out to the point. Schrader gathers, shoots, tipped a couple times. Both Carshield players think the other one's going to get it. Fisher gathers from pitcher. Puck gets popped up and comes to the slot, and OHC breaks out along the far boards. Kid fakes a slap shot, plays it low into Lacasse's skates, has plenty of time. Head up, out to Berryman. Berryman forechecks into the offensive zone. The puck comes out. Kaiser steals, has to wait for Berryman. They let it go. Berryman goes for a change. And the Kaiser line's back out. OHC players stick handles through a couple of Carshield players, and they go down the slot, out wide, and the period ends. So after one here at the Glacier Ice Arena, 1-0 Carshield. Getting ready to start the second period. Teams will change in. Hudson goes down to the left-hand goal. OHC goalie to the right. Kaiser line out to begin the period with Bilger and Peters. Face-off dropped. Kaiser wins. Springer gathers. The puck goes in front of our bench. Miller grabs a puck from the scrum, gathers, shoots. Oh, and he missed the puck. It just kind of slid forward. Kaiser gathers, tries to wrap around, comes in front of the net, and the goalie covers. OHC pushes players away, and we'll have a face-off in our offensive zone. Kaiser lines up for the face-off. A couple players got too anxious to get close to the puck. Puck dropped. It just sits there. Springer pushes forward. OHC gathers. and they break out the other way. Bilger has his man in the corner. Puck is left there. Bilger gathers, head up, looking for a pass. Still looking. OHC backed off. Up the boards to Kaiser, but it's intercepted. That almost got to him. OHC plays it backward, and then we play it forward. An OHC player breaks out with it, and they end up with a 2-on-1. A nice sauce pass wide. Shot, saved by Hudson. He got it with something up high, whether it was a stick or his mask. One of those two carried it to the corner. Shot from the point. There was no one in front there. Hudson played it wide and had a high bounce. Puck comes out to the point. Played back in by OHC. Oh, a nice play for them out to, but the player gets a shot blocked. They went to the corner and played it out to the slot. It was a nice shot, but it got blocked. Puck is now at the point. Low shot, right to Hudson. Came off his stick a little harder than expected, but he was able to cover the second shot. Carshield goes for a change. The Fisher line comes back out. Pickering and Rawls at D. Fisher on the faceoff. Ooh, Berryman stole the puck, but unable to chip it around the man at the point. Puck is still along the far boards. Goes behind. Shot from underneath the dots. Armless into Hudson's glove. I don't even think he had to move it. Just right where he had it positioned. Faceoff will come to Hudson's left. 13:20 left in the second. OHC's had a little better of the run here in the second period. Puck goes around to Pickering. Pickering skates forward. Still skating forward. Kind of gets broken up. Pitcher back. Pitcher breaks it up enough for a recovery from Carshield. Pitcher gathers. Gets checked from behind. Stick checked. Puck is just hanging out at the blue line. Got about 6 players over there, and Pickering comes away with it. Pickering has some ice since everyone was in the scrum, and he dumps it in low. Pickering in after it. Separates his man. Puck is still sitting there. Puck goes back. Puck played to Rawls. Rawls hacks at it. Does a nice job, and then it's played in once Fisher checked up. OHC goes wide on the near side. Flips it in. Player ducks under pitcher. Rawls separates his man. Puck to pitcher. Pitcher to Berryman. Berryman takes it wide. Tries to find pitcher, but it's a little bit behind his skate. The D change, the two OHC players take each other out. OHC goes wide, shot high. Flogger back on the ice with Stanley. Lacoste breaks out to Flogger. Played back in. Back to Lacoste. Lacoste shoots. Glove saved by the goalie. Pitcher finally able to hop off the ice. He was stuck on this near side for a while as the puck went back and forth. Stanley to the faceoff dot. Schrader and Lacoste at the points. Flogger and Schultz at the edges of the circle. Puck won by... puck to Schultz. Schultz stick handles. Flogger gathers. Flogger shoot wide. Stanley gathers. Tries to play it back around to Schultz. Schultz walks out. Plays it back to Stanley. Stanley backhands to Schultz. Slips off his stick. Still battling. And it comes out the other way. Flogger just breaks that up, and they're going to call a penalty on that. The puck had slid away from the OHC player, so they got him with roughing. Why do we have a running clock? So they didn't stop the clock. The official goes over to the boards. So 15 seconds almost ran off the clock there for the penalty. So they're not going to reset the game clock. They're just going to reset the penalty. Oh, did they? And Schultz loses the face-off back. Comes out of the zone. Schultz on the forecheck. Puck played to the far boards. So Stanley and Schultz out killing the penalty with Schrader and Lacasse. Puck comes near side. Played all the way across and into the zone. Puck skates or slides away. Stanley tries to play it up the boards. Puck stays on that far side. Shot blocked by Stanley into the netting. And this group's going to stay out. Face off to the left-hand side. Stanley's going to take it. Puck played back to OHC point. Played along the boards. They circle around. Puck go to the front of the net. Play it low, wide, to the front. Man was there but missed it wide. OHC cycles again. Play it wide to that far dot. That is their play, it looks like. Schrader steals. Schultz chips forward. OHC gathers it. Schultz harassing. Puck off the official. Schultz dumps it in, and they're going to go for a change. Schultz goes for a change late. They wanted him to change as soon as he dumped it in. Shot goes in wide, blocked by Peters. Peters and Bilger out. Springer Kaiser killing the penalty. Puck down low. Goes all the way out to the top of the blue line. Wide to that one spot. Every pass goes for them. The shot, and Hudson with the glove save. OHC is playing it to this near side in the dot and then trying to set up plays from there on their power play. Had a couple good passes in toward the slot, but nothing has gotten past Hudson. 42 seconds left in the penalty. Kaiser on the faceoff. Kaiser wins it back to Bilger. Bilger over to Peters. Peters up the boards, enough to get it out of the zone. Puck comes near, wildly off the boards. Bilger has it broken up. Puck goes in the zone for OHC. Bilger has his man wide. Breaks it up with a stick, but then OHC gathers in that far circle. Springer harassing. The puck passed out. Shot loose in front. That hit actually an OHC player. It comes out to Springer. Shot from the top of the dot. 1 second left. Penalty is over. Larrigan hops on. Saved by Hudson. A low shot. He saw that clear. Back to that circle. Bilger over there. Player comes to the middle, and Kaiser just breaks it up with a stick. Puck in his skates. Kaiser still has it. Takes his man. Springer along the boards at the point. OHC keeps it in. They circle back to the center. OHC player tries a slap shot and falls down. PD grabs it. Nice pass behind everybody to Bilger. To Kaiser. Kaiser dumps it in. Larrigan in after it. Larrigan bumps his man. Separates the puck. Still working. Pitcher comes in. Grabs a puck that was loose. Tries to play it out to JR, who goes down to a knee but misses. The puck chipped out the other way. Rolls. Pickering. Pickering breaks it up with a stick. Rolls had slowed him down. The puck played around OHC, who didn't play it as he was going for a change. And it goes back into Pickering, who has space. Pickering will take long strides, gain the zone, and shoot on goal. Goalie reacted late. And it goes to the far side. Puck to Rawls. Rawls makes a nice pass to Pickering. Pickering dumps in low to Pitcher. Pitcher in after it. Bumps along the boards and overskates the puck. Larrigan puts the stick in. Pickering gathers two. Pitcher shoots. Blocker saved by the goalie. It's a nice turn and shot by Pitcher. And OHC plays it up. Pickering breaks that up. Puck goes high. Man pushes it forward. Goes behind the goal over to that dot that OHC likes. Plays it back around to the point. Low, and Pickering breaks that up. Plays the man. Puck comes loose. Rawls steps up. Guy stick handles wide. Shoots, and Hudson smothers the puck. He tried to go 5-hole, and Hudson shut it down. When he opened it back up, it was sitting right there. Stanley line hops back on with Schrader and Lacasse. Flogger still working on his neck a little bit. 7:28 left in the second. Carshield leading 1-0. Face off to Hudson's right. Stanley wins the faceoff to Schrader. Schrader plays it behind to Lacoste. Lacoste turns out to Flogger. Flogger tries to get it to Stanley, who runs into a bunch of snow. Puck slides off his stick. And OHC broken up by Stanley. Schultz pushes it back into the offensive zone. Puck goes wide, and OHC gets the zone. They drop the pass. Man stick handles. Still gets an angle. Puck is in Schultz's skates, and he's going to break. Reach wider than OHC. Schultz goes wide. Tries to come middle. Leaves it to Flogger. That was actually a good play. Flogger has. Shoots low off the side of the net. Stanley in there to Schultz's stick. It's blocked. Schroeder on his forehand. Stick handles to Schultz in his skates. I don't think he was expecting that. Stanley comes around the corner. Kicks it forward. Has the point. Gets it to the point. Schroeder back in the corner. It's going to go all the way around. Flogger in after it. Flogger checks his man. His man goes down on the puck. Puck is still along the boards. Stanley gathers, comes out of the boards, as he often does. Puck gets pushed past Schultz. Flogger on the chase. Puck is bouncing bad along the boards where the players change. And Lacoste bodies him off the puck. Lacoste gathers. Passes to Schultz, but it gets broken up before it gets to him. Passed in front as they had a man deep. And the goal has come off. There's not really pegs, I don't think, because it's coming off pretty quick. 6 minutes left in the second. Forward lines go for a change. Fisher Berryman pitcher. Peters Bilger are on as well. Face off to Hudson's left. Fisher wins it back. OHC gathers. OHC plays it out to the point. Shot goes very wide. A couple people down in front. OHC puts it back in the corner. Peters grabs, goes high, pushed forward by OHC and then out by Fisher, who's interfered with. Fisher gathers again and pushes it forward. Pitcher gaining speed as he's putting pressure on the D-man. D-man turns it over to Fisher. Fisher's dancing. He's on his knees. Jack's still working on his knees. Up to Pitcher. Pitcher chips to Berryman. Shot off the post. Oh, it hit the post. That was a nice play by that line. But nothing to show for it. And the puck is played back in offsides. That was a nice high to low to high play. Berryman got enough of it, but it just clipped the post. 5:14 left in the second. Pitcher line stays out there. Fisher wins it back again. Pitcher plays it around his man. Puck goes back into our D zone off Bilger, so no icing. Peters in after it, gonna rim it around to Berryman. Berryman takes a hit. Puck out. Oh, a nice save by Hudson, plays it all the way out. Just past Pitcher. Pitcher's gonna gather at the blue line. Out to Berryman, and this line is going to come forward. Berryman's going to come wide right. Tries to skate around. Pass broken up. Pitcher in behind. And OHC is able to break out. Puck comes across. Pickering breaks it up into Pitcher's skates. Pitcher flips. Berryman chips, took an elbow in the process. And the puck goes behind the OHC zone. Fisher in on the forecheck. Puck played around wide. Puck played through two CarShield players. Rawls plays it in deep. Pitcher in after it. Puck played out. Pickering breaks it up again. Pickering plays it in deep. Kaiser in after it. We're in the middle of a change. The Kaiser line with Miller and Springer. Pickering kept that in at the blue line, and then they're going to try an outlet pass that they say hits the OHC player's legs. I think if it would have hit the legs, he would have stopped it. Pickering's pass intercepted at the top of the circle. Springer gathers to Kaiser. Kaiser overshoots Miller. D-man forced to go backward. Miller still on the forecheck. Tries to lift a stick. Puck played past Springer. Pickering gets sidestepped, but Kaiser comes back to win the puck. Kaiser plays to Rawls. Rawls chips to Miller. Miller gets the red line, then the blue line. Holds up. Puck blocked, goes to Kaiser. Back out to the point. D, we're changing, so we have a fresh D at the point. Schrader, Lacoste have hopped on. Springer gets bumped into the boards and then elbow down. We're going to get a power play out of this. Easy, Otto. They didn't call the first one when he got bumped in the back, but then he got elbowed in the head, and they called the second one. So at 3 minutes left in the second, CarShield goes on a 2-minute power play. Gave him a roughing for the elbow. Kaiserline stays out there. Springer and Miller. Lacoste and Schrader. Puck comes out to Schrader. Plays it low to Springer. Springer turns. Plays it to Kaiser. Kaiser, to Miller. Miller's tip goes wide. Miller pulled that out of the air, but just tipped it wide. Springer to Kaiser low. Kaiser turns. Kaiser out to Schrader. Schrader dances a little bit. Lacoste head up, plays it down low to Springer. Springer turns back. Plays it Kaiser. Kaiser shoots. Goalie with a pad save, had his pad at the post there, and kept it out. Puck comes to center ice. Schrader gathers. Plays it far side to Kaiser. And Miller gathers. Miller's going to go forward. Gains the blue line. Still skating in. Circles. Well. Drops for Kaiser. Springer's battling in front. Kaiser still to Lacoste. Lacoste shoots and scores! The puck went down low to Kaiser. Kaiser pulled it around to the near side. Puck went down low to Kaiser. Kaiser pulls it around the near side. Lacoste had pinched into the dot, pass to his stick. His shot went high, glove side for CarShield goal number 2. Lacoste from Kaiser. Nice play. Fisher, Simpson, and Larrigan hop on the ice. Peters and Bilger with them. Puck won by OHC. Goes wide. Puck goes to the far boards. Peters there. Simpson in after it. Goes around the other side. Bilger after it. Fisher gathers. Peters skates out with it to Simpson. Simpson tips it through his legs down into the corner. Gets run off. Larrigan supports. Turns. Puck squirts loose. Fisher supports. Off his stick as well. And OHC breaks out. Fisher on the back check. Just bodies the man off the puck. Puck goes over to Peters. Up to Larrigan. To Fisher to Simpson. Simpson dumps it in. Fisher in after it. Fisher putting on the pressure. Puck goes around the side. Larrigan there. Bumps his man. Puck comes loose. Off of Peters. Bilger has to turn and hustle back. The far side OHC player went in. Puck up the boards. Larrigan gathers. Plays off a skate. Larrigan gathers again. Sauces over to Peters. Plays up to Fisher. Fisher dumps it in. It gets run off the puck. Forwards change. Wholesale. Slow change by the forwards. And it comes the other way. Once again, shockingly, Pickering breaks up the pass. Pickering skates in with Schultz. Pickering tries to dish it over and it gets broken up by a stick. Stanley gathers. Stanley out to Flogger, who ends up at the point. Shoots wide. Schultz after it. And no icing. They wave that one off. OHC player seems hurt behind the play. Puck up to Schultz. Schultz flops it in. Goalie gathers. 2 CarShield players in after it. Puck comes out and iced at the end of the period. So after 2 here at Glacier Ice Arena, 2-0 CarShield.
Hi, Addie. If you're watching, I'm saving some snacks for you. And hi, Grandma.
Good job, Ollie. We're back at Glacier Ice Arena for the drop of the puck in the third period. 15 minutes on the clock. Both teams at full strength. Kaiser at the dot with Miller and Springer. Puck goes back for OHC, played up the boards. Rawls steps up, breaks it up, and pushes it forward. Miller on the forecheck in the offensive zone. Puck played behind him. Kaiser forces a pass, and OHC breaks out. Shoots it in wide of Hudson. He just gathers, gets a little bath from Pickering as he stops in front, and the faceoff will come in the D zone. Faceoff won by OHC. Miller breaks it up. Springer goes down the right-hand side, dumps it in very high. Hits the boards, actually, before the ice. Puck hits a weird bounce. Hops on Rawls. Rawls takes a stick to the back of the head. Lacasse has hopped on. Rawls goes for a change. Otto Miller's keeping it down low as the change happens. He's just holding his position, and the puck scoots out the other side. Schrader's over there. And it's played past him down the ice. Bumps a little bit at the door. OHC player skates behind the net, plays it wide. Kaiser's there with Miller. Miller breaks up, finds Springer. They crisscross. Miller goes for a change. Springer takes it in wide of the dot. Keeps skating around. Gathers the puck. Kaiser grabs. Doesn't quite get it all the way back to Lair again. Puck breaks out. Blaine breaks it up to the corner. Berryman is out right now. Pitcher is out. Kaiser's still there. No, that's Springer. Berryman out. Now pitcher hops on. And Fisher. Fisher battles low, gets tied up with the OHC player. He gathers the puck below, goes behind, back out to the point. Puck goes high and wide, past the OHC player. Pitcher gathers, chips it wide, off the boards. He's going to take those long strides and chase the puck down. Hits his skate as he's going forward. Has Berryman in front, but his pass hits the side of the net as it comes out. Puck stays down low. We're going to get a penalty, probably on both of them, as they were wiping stuff off each other's faces. No, it's just going to be on OHC, and it's a stoppage. Getting a high stick, so getting the play before the wiping each other's noses. Fisher's group stays on at the beginning of the power play. 2-minute power play, 12:36 left in the third. Carshield up 2-0. Fisher wins back to Pickering, but it hops the line. Played to Peters. Peters to Fisher. Peters gathers. Peters plays it backward to Pickering. Pickering over to pitcher. Now Carcio goes forward. Pitcher just dumps it in low. Goes in after it. Breaks it up, takes the man. The puck's still sitting there. It squirts out front. OHC gathers. And it goes back to Pickering. Pickering turns quickly. And over to pitcher. Pitcher shoots low. A late blocker or late pad save by the goalie as it hit the top of his pad. Pitcher had the right height on that shot. And it goes down for icing. Stanley Line hops on for the second part of this power play. Flogger and Schultz, Lacoste and Schrader hop on. 1:14 left in the power play. Face off to the goalie's right. Stanley on the dot. Puck broken up. Out to Schrader. Schrader finds Lacoste. Lacoste shoots. Puck low. Schultz breaks up the play, but the puck gets past him. And out to Schrader. Carcio cycles. Puck played over to Flogger. Flogger's going to get the zone. Drops to Schultz. Schultz shoots low. No tip from Stanley. Brockstad and I both saw what was happening. Schultz was trying to find a stick in front. Stanley gathers, or Lacoste gathers from Flogger. Pass goes back to Flogger. Pass out to Schrader. Schrader over to Schultz. Hopefully he's going to get his shot blocked. Still has it. Takes a long step. Shoots. Another shot blocked. Ends up on his butt. Puck is loose. Puck comes around the other side. Back out. All the way down. That goes wide. And that's going to be the end for that line as Berryman hops over with Larrigid and Simpson. 19 seconds left in the penalty, or the power play for Carshield, rather. So Simpson, Larrigid, Berryman, Schrader, and Lacoste. Simpson with the faceoff. Puck played out of the zone. Schrader after it. Plays over to Lacoste. Up to Simpson. Simpson with a head of speed. Goes wide on the right. Pulls up. D going for a change. Power play is about over. Played out to Peters at the circle. Puck bounces on him. To Simpson, but it bounces over his stick. OHC tries to play it out. Bilger has his man. Shot off of Hudson's mask. Bilger tries to clear. Clears it with a backhand to Berryman. Berryman sidesteps the player. OHC at full strength. Berryman still skates out. Takes a whack and keeps on going. Still goes wide to his left. Tries a toe drag and runs into a check. His stick goes flying. He went flying. No call there. Player pulls to the middle. OHC's player takes it in. Shoots high. Hudson didn't even have to make a play on that. Puck behind the net. Bilger there. Guy turns. Plays softly out. Shot low. Hudson save. It's at his pad. It shoots off. And OHC player had taken a seat on Hudson. The puck went the other way. Bilger went down to block it, and then they blow the whistle. And face-off is going to come out of the zone. But no actual call. So the Kaiser line hops on. Rawls, Pickering. 9:43 left in the second. Pickering gathers. Backhands up past Miller. Puck scoots past Rawls. He hustles back. On his backhand, turns to the forehand. Player goes down. Puck is sticking there. Kaiser wins off boards to Springer. Goes between a skate and a stick, and it gets played back in by OHC. Rolls in the defense after it. Plays it over to Kaiser behind the net. Kaiser up to Miller. Miller to Springer. Springer resets to Pickering to Springer. Springer forward momentum. Plays it around Miller. Miller heads in, sidesteps a checker, sidesteps again, but OHC win it behind the net. Puck comes up wide. Pickering checks his man, separates the puck. Springer takes a shot as he's falling. Goalie saves. Miller tries to back into the slot, and it doesn't make it. And OHC gathers and plays it out. Pickering's going to break that up. Backhands it over to Springer. Springer pushed into the boards. Kaiser with a nice hit. Puck was there. Separated man from puck. It was such a nice hit. He turned to look to see if he was going to get a penalty. Fisher on. Lacoste, Schrader. Pass goes to center ice. OHC with a shot. It's blocked a little bit and right into Hudson's CarShield logo. Pitcher and Berryman hop on with Fisher. Lacoste and Schrader stay on at D. 8:12 left in the third. Fisher tries to make a check. OHC plays it out to the slot and past all their players. Pitcher on the forecheck. OHC circles. And Berryman breaks that up. He skates in 1-on-2. Shot off the blocker into the corner. Help arrives with Fisher. Couple players there. Fisher still trying to pull it out. Gets it. Runs into a couple players, and OHC plays it to the corner. Play it through pitcher's legs, and OHC breaks out. Fisher on the back check. Schrader has his man wide. Still wide. They try and play it out front. Lacoste gathers, plays it to the dot on the near side. That puck somehow hit the post and kind of came through Hudson. Pitcher gathers, shoots. Blocker saved by the goalie. Pitcher bangs in the corner. Fisher battling down low. Pitcher gathers. Puck scoots. Berryman can't get it. Comes to OHC. Out to their player at the point. Puck hops on Peters. Lacoste still back. Shot muffed to the side, but it's a pass. They shoot and score. What looked like a broken pass slides to OHC player right in front of Hudson on the far side. He goes over the shoulder for a goal. 2-1 CarShield. The player there makes the pass he wants to, goes way past the guy on the far side, but the missed pass slid slowly, and he was able to gather it. Stanley line back out. Face off kept in the center ice. OHC takes the puck, plays it wide, back into Peters. Peters around to Bilger. Schultz over. Schultz to Bilger. Bilger goes the other way. Peters gathers. Peters to Stanley. Stanley turns, has some open space, turns again, takes a big hit. Flogger plays it in deep. Schultz in after it. Schultz still after it. Puck played D to D. The D misses it. Flogger there. Puck to Bilger. Bilger shoots off OHC player skates. Puck goes wide to the far boards. Played out by OHC. Man goes past Bilger. Stanley breaks it up. Peters goes below. Two OHC players take each other out. Bilger down low trying to separate. Peters gathers the puck. Out to the point. Flogger goes down on a knee. Guy sidesteps him. Shoots. Shot into the gut. Simpson on the draw, wins to Rawls. Simpson still battling. Out to Rawls. Pickering plays it in the corner. Pickering still battles. Puck comes off the stick. Pass low. Great block or pad save by Hudson. Puck stayed along the ice and he kicked out the pad. A tip to Pickering gathers, plays it high off the boards, through the player. They're going to wave off icing. Larrigan out, puts on the forecheck. Pitcher supports. Puck goes past both of them. OHC takes it in, shoots wide. Hudson plays it to the corner. Lacoste gathers. Pitcher tries to play it out, hits his leg, still battling, kicks it out. Kaiser gathers. Larrigan gathers, dumps it in. Pitcher off. Springer on. Kaiser still there. Kaiser rims it around. Lacoste backs in. Player goes wide, shoots, and scores. Player deked in, went back out, shot blocker side, and scored. At 4:18 left in the third, game is tied. Carshield needs to do something to get the momentum back. They're in a bit of a lull here. Face-off comes wide. Player stick handles, goes to the slot. Kaiser breaks it up. It's sitting there. And Hudson covers. The puck hit a skate off the pad. Hudson covered after that. Fours are going to change. Fisher Berryman pitcher back on. Puck goes into the corner. Schrader gathers over to Lacoste. Fisher gathers below, turns into the player. Puck gets taken out to the slot. Shot and a save by Hudson. He stood his ground, just let it hit him. Then it was cleared out. Puck is not going to go for icing. They've already waved it off. The goalie plays it. Pitcher forces the player. Takes the man. Fisher gathers the puck. Over to Berryman. Berryman tries a one-timer. Just can't get enough on it. Puck over to the corner. Pitcher separates his man. Grabs the puck. Finds Berryman. It bounces on him a little bit. Behind the net to Pitcher. Pitcher turns. Gets separated. Fisher gathered and shot, and it ended up in the goalie's glove for a face-off. Jack Fisher with a quick turn and shoot. Found the glove. Don't know that it would have found the net, but we get a face-off in the O zone with 3:20 left in the third. Fisher on the face-off. Out to Peters. It hops a stick. He has to retreat. Head up, plays it up the boards. Fisher breaks that up. Berryman gathers. Berryman plays it off the top of the glass. Somehow played it backward off the forehand off the top of the glass. That buzzer's not us if you can hear it. That's the other side. Puck goes in low to Peters. Peters plays to Fisher. Fisher chips at it, plays it up to Pitcher. Pitcher hacks. Puck comes to Fisher's skates. Bilger gathers. Fisher takes it from below, goes the other way. Out to Berryman. Berryman to Peters. Puck does not come out. Shot hits Peters to Pitcher. Pitcher gathers. Overskates the puck as it's bouncing. Bilger hits at it. OHC keeps it in. Pitcher pressures the man, has to go wide and dump it in. OHC gathers behind the net. Pass to no one but Berryman. Berryman acts like he's going to hit it. Realizes he has time. Skates in front, still in front. And Bilger breaks out to Fisher. Fisher dumps it in, goes for a change. Schultz on. Flogger, Stanley. Puck goes wide, very wide. Waved off icing, because why not? Puck goes around to Lacoste. Stanley separates. Lacoste Schrader gets popped in the top of the head. The puck comes out of the zone. OHC gathers. Flogger gathers the puck. Flogger all the way over to Schultz. Schultz shoots low. It's loose. Oh, and a quick whistle by the official negates any play from Stanley behind the net with the puck on his stick. Very quick whistle by the official. Official behind the goalie, couldn't see the puck and blew the whistle even though it was just sitting in front of him. Stanley on the faceoff, wins to Flogger. Flogger plays it off Stanley. Flogger gathers, Flogger shoots high. Lacoste pinches in, plays it down low. Stanley gathers. Stanley pushes it forward. OHC collect. Schultz gathers. Schultz keeps it in. Flogger still has. Flogger to Stanley. Stanley goes to the corner. OHC gathers. They try it high. Kept in by Schrader. Schrader down low. Flogger in after it. Puck goes back the other way where Stanley is. Puck is played beneath. Kicked forward by OHC. OHC circles, plays it back. Schultz tries to break it up. Lacoste gathers. Lacoste to Schrader. Schrader's going to move forward. Shot on goal. Parried by the goalie to a defenseman. He passes up. Puck chipped. Lacoste is not able to keep it in. He turns. Lacoste poking at it. Plays it forward. Puck along the board. Players go for a change. 36 seconds left. Kept along the boards. Puck goes behind Pickering. Man goes for a break. And it hits the side of the net. Pickering played him wide. Pickering on his stomach plays the puck wide. OHC takes it behind the net. Man stops. Pickering gathers. He's going to play it hard. Banks it off the board. And it does not come out. It sits on the blue line. OHC with a pass from the wall to the slot. Stanley breaks that up. Pickering tries to clear. It hops the stick. And the buzzer goes. 2-2 after 3. Looks like we have a 5-minute overtime. I'm hearing 3-on-3. So this will be our first overtime of this tournament. 2-2 is the score of a 5-minute overtime. Typically, these overtimes are sudden death. First goal wins. Coach giving instructions. I'm going to sign off for just a second. So we're going to have Schrader, Berryman, Fisher for the Car Shield 3. They do switch ends. Hudson is to our left. Puck is dropped. OHC wins. Played around. And they gain the zone. Schrader skates in. Shot high. Hit the stick of Hudson. Fisher gathers. Fisher still along the board. Still battling. Puck goes below. Schrader breaks that up. Fisher comes out to the point. Can't break up pass. Skates to the middle. OHD player still has it. Shoots. Oh, passes over to his man who had scooted over the far near side. Puck goes out to the point. Shot. Saved by Hudson. Schrader chips. Fisher gathers. OHC gathers. Shoots. Hudson with another blocker save. Schrader gathers. Can't get the puck out. Still the puck is there. Then it goes to Berryman. Berryman skates in. Berryman shoots. Pad save by the goalie. Berryman flips it up. Oh, and it's popped away. Oh, and it's Schultz over skates it. Pickering skates back. Pickering breaks that up, and he turns. Pickering, Stanley, Schultz. Pickering should just skate with this. There he goes. Over to Schultz. Schultz is going to gain the zone. Schultz should put out a shoulder and go wide. He does. Comes around, still circles, finds Stanley in the slot. Stanley shoots, blocked. Schultz in the corner after it. Makes the man turn around, stays on the forecheck. Puck goes wide. Pickering's going to gather that. Pickering still has it. Schultz is in the slot. Pass to Schultz. Schultz shoots, saved by the goalie. Oh, he was alone in the slot and missed. Puck comes back the other way. Stanley on the D. Man goes wide. Cuts in. Puck goes through the net. Through the crease. Net comes off. And we'll have a stoppage with 3:11 left in the overtime. Carshield goes for a change. Looks like we're going to have Lacoste, Simpson, and Pitcher out there. Sorry about that noise. That was me taking a drink. Schultz had a golden opportunity from the slot and just couldn't beat the goal of the goalie. Simpson on the face-off. Pitcher gathers, pushes it to JR. We'll tell you from past experience, JR scoots in, puck drops up, hops over him. From past experience, overtime is pitcher time. We'll see how this goes today. OHC skates out, Lacoste is back, pitcher is back. Man skates wide. It's a weak slap shot. Glove save, blocker save. Lacoste plays it back. Simpson gathers. Simpson back to Lacoste. Lacoste turns, gets some speed going. And it is bouncy. Plays it over to JR. JR is going to get the zone. JR has pitcher just out of his reach. Pitcher breaks it up with a stick, keeps it down low. 2:28 left in the overtime. OHC skates out. He's going to meet pitcher, and he skates past. Oh, an in and out move. A shot. Blocker save by Hudson. Kaiser chips it to the corner. Kaiser has room to skate. Pitcher's going to go for a change. Kaiser's going to skate. Leaves for Lacoste. Springer hops on. Lacoste gets the zone. Springer, Kaiser to Lacoste. Lacoste, off the goalie's shoulder. Lacoste going for a second of the game. Underneath the Springer. Springer keeps battling. Guy's in his armpit. Comes out with it. Resets because the D were changing. Still turns, shoots. Glove save. 1:46 left in the overtime. A good cycle there by Kaiser and Springer. Lacoste was in originally and had a nice shot. Schrader has hopped on. 2-2, 1:46 left in overtime. Face-off in the Carshield offensive zone. Kaiser on the face-off. The puck goes kind of to center ice. Schrader has to back out because he's the only D-man. OHC player stick handles, gets bodied nicely off the puck by Schrader. OHC gathers below, stops, turns the other way, plays it out. Springer's going to be in a foot race. OHC player got a little faster start there. Springer still forechecking. UHC player turns around the goal. Teammate takes the puck, kills all the momentum they had coming out. Now they reset. Pass goes all the way across, and they got a man going up the middle, except the man plays himself wide. Pass out to the dot. Kaiser breaks that up. We got a 2-on-1 going the other way. If we can get some momentum going, Kaiser's going to get back checked. Slows down. Springer's going to play it over to Schrader. Schrader to Springer. Springer's going to go. He's got a 2-on-1 with Fisher. Springer to Fisher. Fisher scores! Very nicely done there. Very nicely done as they had to hold the puck for the line change. Springer held the puck, line change to Kaiser. Springer waited for the line change, took it in. Fisher off the line change, had speed going with him. He went down the left-hand side, passed right on his tape. Fisher found the back of the net. That was 2 today for Jack Fisher, 1 for Ben Lacoste. Carshield wins 3-2 at 41 seconds left in overtime. We'll be back at it today at 4 o'clock or whatever time we actually start. 4:15. Hopefully they're on time. We're back at the other ice arena at Lake Forest Academy. Carshield sitting at 3-0 in the tournament.